Back again with another video. Coming at you from Digital Marketing Bass.com. And a lot of people ask me from time to time, how do you make good income? How do you make good money? How do you make a lot of money? Who doesn't want to make a lot of money? How many people that you know want to make a lot of money? Probably including yourself. You want to make a lot of money too. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. And there's a fast way and there's a slow way. But regardless of what path you take, it's gonna acquire time. It's gonna acquire a skill set. And I always say that the amount of money you make is going to be dependent upon your skills. You need a high-paying skill, an acquired skill. And if you check out any of my previous videos, I talked about this. You need an acquired skill to make a lot of money. And when I say acquired skill, I'm talking about something that's in demand. Something that's so much in demand that they don't have enough help. Companies, individuals, are always looking for help in the skill area that you probably thinking about choosing. So it has to be a area where it's damn near impossible to replace. And you can basically sign your own check. And the area that me personally that I chose was copywriting. I chose copywriting. Now, if you don't know what copywriting is basically salesmanship in print. And some people will say, hey, they'll use other phrases. They'll say direct marketing, copywriting. It's the same thing, really, because at the end of the day, you're still trying to get people to take a certain action. You want people to do something. So it could be a street sign, it could be a website, it could be a video, it could be audio, it could be a commercial, it could be advertising on the radio, wherever it is. Somebody wrote the script. Somebody wrote the article. Somebody wrote the ad. And it was a copywriter. So that's the route that I took. And the reason why I took that route is because at the time I was in the direct sales and I couldn't get leads. I've done all the stuff that everybody else told me. None of that shit worked. So I got to a point and I said, hey, I'm going to have to figure this shit out on my own. So I met this guy. He was a street magician at the time. Street magician / marketer at the time. And I talked to him on the telephone and I've never been the same since. He showed me it's a different way of living, different way of promotion, marketing, promotion, different way of speaking, different way of thinking, just a entirely different way of going about living my life. So this is bigger than just selling shit. It's much bigger than that. So turns out this guy, he was a multimillionaire. I learned this, probably a year later. He was a millionaire. It was my second millionaire I'm in my life. So I'm hanging out with this guy, and he just doing all kinds of crazy shit at the time. You know, to me, I'm thinking this dude is wild as hell. But turns out there's a method to the madness. So I just took everything he taught me, and I ran with it, and I kept learning. And the whole idea of acquiring a skill that you can learn and using it to create income and scale, because the whole idea is you want to double whatever you're trying to do once you have a proven concept of doing whatever you want to do. That's the whole idea. You don't want to, because there's only 24 hours in a day. So you don't want to be spinning your wheels. You don't want to be, you want to burn out. That's the whole idea. You don't want to be wasting your time. People have to want what you have to offer. So in order to do that, you got to get in front of people. You have to find out where the people are that's willing to take you up on your offer. And if you want to learn how to do that, click the link below this video. So that's what he taught me. And you don't have to have, you don't have to start a business to learn this. You can work for another company, to have an acquired skill. Like, for example, I know a guy that's a salesman. Well, he used to be a salesman for this company called Mold. He was just banging the phones. He was making $600 every time he closed somebody on the phone. And these leads were pre-qualified people. Pre-qualified meaning that these people that he was calling, they opt into a website, newsletter. Maybe they got something in the mail. They want what the company had to offer. All he had to do was just follow up with them and close the deal on the phone. That's all he had to do. There wasn't no cold call, none of that. So he made $600 every time he closed somebody. So he told me out of 10 people that he called, he closed two out of 10. So he said every day he was making like 20 phone calls. So he closed 3 to 4 every day. And he worked 5 days a week. So that's 4 deals a day, 5 days a week. You do the math. That's $600 every deal he closed. So you do the math, So he's a master salesman on the telephone. That's his thing. And he didn't have a business. He was working for somebody else. See, a lot of times we want to make a lot of money, but we don't have the right vehicle. We don't have the right skill set. See, a lot of people might have the money to invest, but what happens is if they lose all the money and they don't got no skills, now you fucked. If you got the skills and you got the money and you happen to lose all the money, okay, you good. Because you can always make the money back because you got the skill set. But if you don't have the skills, you got the money, and you lose all the money, now you fucked. Me personally, I'd rather have the money and the skills. Because if I lose all the money, and if I got the skills, I'm not going to starve out here. I'm not going to be homeless. I'm going to always have something to bring to the table, regardless of the people that I meet. Because see, here's what a lot of people don't realize when they meet me. I can always help them earn extra money if they're willing to sit down and shut up long enough. But most people, they keep talking, blah, 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 blah. They talk like they know everything. I just sit down and listen. They say, hey, I did this. I work at CNN. I work at Fox. I work at Google. I work at Facebook. I work at Porsche. Because where I live, outside of Atlanta, you got Google, Porsche dealerships, Mercedes Benz. You got Facebook. You got a lot of all these other companies are here. These companies are very conservative, by the way, very conservative. Even though the city of Atlanta, it seems to be very open, but they're not here. Very conservative here. You know, that's the trick. See, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors here. So if you come here where I live, you better have a plan, and you better have an acquired skill. Because a lot of people that move here, they don't have a plan, and they come here trying to wing it. And a lot of people get caught up in the party scene, and they go out 4 or 5 days a week, keep spending all their damn money. You get caught up in the drugs and the alcohol and the nightlife, and they don't make it here because they wasn't focused. You got to be focused here. And a lot of these jobs, they're very conservative. They discriminate a lot. Yeah. This is Georgia. So hey, if you move here, you got to have a plan here. You got to have an acquired skill, and you got to write your plans down. Don't move here because you met some girl or guy 2 months ago, and you say, "Oh, he or she, they're cool." No, that ain't enough. No, that ain't no damn plan. You met somebody 6 months ago you barely know. No, hell, I would never do that shit. No. But if you're gonna move here because you want to move here. Don't move because you met somebody and you thought they were cool, and now you're in love. Oh no, that ain't enough. This ain't the best place to move in the world. A lot of people come here and leave. I've seen them come and go. Just like this football season, you see certain club bars will be fresh new faces. Next football season, you ain't gonna see them. You might not even see them during the Super Bowl time. You might not see them. It'll be a fresh new batch of faces come next season. It's been that way since I moved here. The people come. This place is like a revolving door, basically. People don't stay here because number one, the job wages here is very low, and the cost of living, of course, is very high. So you have to supplement and have multiple streams of income if you want to stay here long term. And you got to be very focused and very strategic. Otherwise, you're not going to make it here. And the traffic it takes a long time to get anywhere around here. If your job is downtown, how long is it going to take you to get there in the morning? Over an hour at least, depending on where you live at, unless you live right down the street from your job, which most people don't. Most people don't live close to their jobs here because maybe they might have had a job in the beginning where they were close to their job, but they had to leave that job, got fired or laid off, and the second job or the third job is probably on the other side of town. So it's going to take you an hour and a half to get there in the morning. So hey, you gotta. So if you're thinking about moving here, I would say visit here 3 or 4 times, at least 2 weeks. Drive around the city, all these areas, experience it for yourself. Just coming here for a weekend or two, and you moving all your shit from cross country, moving your family from up north down here, that ain't enough. No, you need to spend more time here. You need to get out, talk to people, drive around, see what's going on. Now there's a lot of people doing well here. Yeah, you got a lot of white folks are doing pretty well here. They own a lot of companies. A lot of these people come from Europe, Germans, people from the UK. They own companies here, like Mercedes, Porsche. Porsche is right down the street from me, 20 minutes away. But they own these companies so they can hire their people. So they're doing well. Now, people like me, there's a lot of black businesses here, but it ain't enough. It should be more. And some of these black businesses, they hire people, but it still ain't enough. And there's a lot of discrimination here, regardless of what skill set you have. So you have to be able to navigate and move around a lot of this. But you have to know it, though. You have to be constantly aware of it. And a lot of people leave because they don't really understand what's going on here. Or maybe they're in denial, whatever the case. I don't know. But I can tell you, if you come here, if you're going to stay here long term, you got to have a plan. But, there's a lot of other places, in my opinion, that if I was in my 20s, I would move other places. I would go to Charlotte, North Carolina, Raleigh, Austin, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee. There's a lot of other places, way much better than there. So there's smaller cities, more than likely would hire you and you would make a decent salary with very little skills involved. And the pay rate much higher. Very little skill, very little experience. Like if you go to Charlotte, you can get a job, college education, or less, getting paid decent salary. You live a decent life. You meet decent people. Cost of living much less. You can get out and meet people, make something happen. But a lot of people don't want to do that. They want to be in the big cities where all the lights, glamours, lights, cameras, and action going on. But hey, my perspective. This is based on my experience living here. There's somebody going to see this video and they're going to be like, I disagree with that. I've been here for a certain amount of years. I make $65,000 a year. That's great. Good for you. But hey, I wish I could say that that's the reality for everybody, but that's just not the case. Like I said, there's a lot of people doing well here, and there's a lot of people not doing well here. And the best thing you can do is to have a unique skill set. Unique skill set meaning that there's a company that's willing to pay you. There's a companies don't have enough help for the area that you have skills in. Plus, you can take that skill set and create income on the side if need be. That's what I'm talking about. So hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it, and if you want to learn if you want to learn the route that I took, click the link below this video. Ira Scott, what's up, Ira? Yeah, best thing you can do, man, is have a unique skill set, man. Because, you know, most of the main reason why a lot of people have a hard time is because they don't have enough skills. You cannot be so dependent upon your job. You know, let's just be honest. You're not going to be able to work that job for the rest of your life. You know, they're going to lay you off. You're going to get fired, or you're going to, if you get lucky to retire, great. But it's probably not going to happen. So, you know, I wouldn't get so comfortable working any job in this day and time. No, you have. I believe that, especially as a man, you have to take your life, your finances, in your own hands. I truly believe that. You know, I truly believe that, especially if you're a man, because I look at it like, as a man, you should want to take care of yourself and your family. Nobody's gonna do that for you. So hey, that's just my thoughts, my way of thinking. You might disagree with that, but everyone has their own opinions. You know, it's just how this is just a route I took in the beginning. And this started 10 years ago. This is why I wrote, this is why I started writing. This is why I wrote 2 paperback books. Just to jumpstart everything. But it didn't happen overnight though. I started a blog, then I started doing videos in a completely different niche, completely different other topics. And then I transitioned into my lifestyle, how I was living, basically. So all I did in the beginning, not in the beginning, but after a couple years, is instead of researching and doing videos and blogs on stuff that I'm not living, why not take what I'm already doing, the way I'm living, and start a blog, do videos, write books? So that's all I've done. You can do the same thing too. I don't know what you're into. You might be into yoga. You might be into fitness. You might be into tutoring, teaching, math, English. You might be into knitting. You might be into sewing. You might be into gardening. You might be a mechanic. You can turn all your skills, whatever you have in your mind, you can take all that information and put it out there, and people will follow you. It'll happen. I've seen it happen many times. So hey, again, if you want to learn how to do this, click the link below this video. Any questions, concerns, give me a thumbs up, share this video, like this video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.